But have you ever hurt someone that you thought about? That you thought that they have children, they have family, they have people they got to go back to?
I do. I mean, yeah. Like I said, I've hurt some of these guys.
Yeah, because you're a conscious brother.
I've hurt some of these guys, but I will say this. When you watch my fights, you see a lot of ferociousness. You see a lot of power. Yeah. You don't see the power I held back. You don't see that I didn't hit him with all my might. You don't see I decided not to. You don't see the punches I pulled. I've saved you. I'll punch you in your face and catch you before your head hit the ground. I don't want to hurt you. I'm teaching you. And the way I move, even the way I practice, it's not about destruction. It's not about destruction. You know what I mean? I never poked anyone in the eyes. Never done nothing dirty. I haven't fought these guys in a dirty way. I'm the champ for a reason, because I exercise control. That control gives me control over the situation, gives me control over the wins and losses. They don't know that yet. They just coming in wild. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I'm being smooth. So God gave you power and God gave you the ability to control and moderate how you use it. You can use it and be perfectly okay under the Lord's eyes. That's why he gave it to you.
I agree. If somebody try to attack someone that is weaker than me, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to protect. I'm here to protect the weak. You know what I'm saying? The strong.
Most of us
and
are.
The mighty. That's what I'm here for.
I think real quick, but there's something Bigga said a few episodes ago about like how sometimes I'm not gonna say the enemy, but the person that's testing you, God is guiding them too, because it's a test. You know what I'm saying? But you do have the power to control the situation as well.
Dang, what the smack? I didn't smack. God did. I didn't create none of this. Don't blame me.
Exactly.
I'm serious. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame me for what happened. I'm just an instrument of his desire. Don't even trip. Right. You just have to let it be. I don't feel guilty or none of that. This whole situation now, I go home, I carry the guilt home from what happened to Mike Richmond or what happened to Quentin Henry or the knot that I put on Hector Lombard's face. For what? Somebody else built the ring, somebody else put the ropes up, somebody else turned the lights on, somebody else put the goddamn camera over there. Somebody else drove him here. His mama's right there too. Like,
training the same way as you, signed up for the whole thing.
We mutual combatants.
Right. Now, have you ever faced an opponent that you felt like, come on, man, what you here for the bag? Like you,
Mike Richmond. I'm still hurting. He punched the shit out of me. I thought he was just here for the bag.
Right.
Looks can be deceiving. Right. He had something to prove. He wanted to hurt me, man. He wanted to take my eyes out. He wanted me blind. You know what I mean? And it changed the way I look at things in there now.
How so?
Desperation is dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous. It is.
Desperation is dangerous. You know what I mean? And I may have overplayed my strength in even like slapping him the way I did at the press conference and like embarrassing.
Why? Hold on. Go back to the press conference. Yeah, talk about that at the press conference, man.
See, listen, this is where you get the two me. When y'all look back at the tape, it's gonna be like y'all talking to two different people.
Shit 30 times.
Bruh, the man stood up and said, "I will slap you in the mouth." My hand went over there by itself. I don't even know how to say you gonna slap me. It's like slapping me for real.
Yeah.
That's like, I wouldn't do that to you for nothing. If the man got out your chair and said, "Man, I'll slap you in your mouth," what's about to happen? I don't even know how to, what happens after that? I don't really know. I've never been past that point. Besides slapping him right in that moment. I wasn't thinking about the cameras or selling no fight or none of that. I stood up. He said what he said about me.
And you was talking still.
I was talking. I was relaxed. I didn't have no intentions on fight. Look, I had on a jumper. A jumper. You know, the thing they hook in. Yeah. Who fights in the jumper? You know that shit gonna come down. Right. I didn't come to fight that day. I came to show off. I popped my little thing and I said, listen, This is what Mike Richmond is up against. I'm the double world champ. I'm the best in the world. I hear what he's saying. I'm soft and I'm pretending, but this is what he's up against. He got a mountain to climb. When he saw me, he was instantly jealous, like, oh my God, put your shirt on. He just jumped up and ran over there like a little chihuahua attacking a pit bull. Yeah. And I just looked, everybody just looked like, what is he doing? I was just talking on the mic.
Right.
And he just was like, come on, we can do it right now. I'll slap you in the mouth. So I was talking and I was like, slap who? Slap me? Mac! And then they just went, you know, it went viral, but I didn't plan it.
But is that allowed? Do you get penalized?
No, I don't know.
You get penalized.
I'm saying how much stuff you do. Like, I don't think about like what's allowed and what's not in my manhood. You know what I mean?
Right.
Manhood. Like if you try me.
I mean, like afterwards, or they're like, yo, we gotta find.
Did your manager pull you
we got to take some of your purse?
No. They didn't do nothing. They ain't do nothing that time.
Shit.
That time? No, I've been fined before.
For what?
What did I get fined for? Oh, when I snatched the belt from Hector and slammed it on the ground at the press conference.
Yeah. Did you break it?
Yeah, I broke it up.
Yeah,
I still got it. All the pieces is off of it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, but I had a right. I had a reason. Like that was foul how they did me. Like I'm not a bully. I'm being bullied until I just can't take it no more.
What was the situation? What was the situation?
Hector Lombard. I was 6-1 at the time. Mm-hmm. I was the best in 2 divisions already. Hector Lombard came from another organization. They threw him into a title fight. Just walked over me while I'm standing there. I just won a 5-round knock-out, drag-out fight. I'm the next up in line for the title. They gave it to somebody else. Then they called Joe Riggs in from Montana and let him fight Hector Lombard for the belt. I went to the fight. In protest, I jumped in the ring after Hector Lombard won and Hector punched me in the face. He ain't get fined. They ain't do shit to him. He punched me in the face on national TV. Punched me right in my face. I ain't even do nothing to him. So they made the fight. When they made the fight, they said, okay, we got the best against the best. Hector's the champ. Lorenzo's the #1 contender. We're going to let him fight. Hector refused to fight me, even though he signed a contract at 205. When I showed up for the press conference, they said this is going to be a 185 fight. And I'm standing here 212. Wow. I got 48 hours to get to 185. What? Or no show.
And you can't win the belt if you overweight. If you
no
miss weight.
Show.
Oh, that's
or no
crazy.
Show. Right. And he pulling the shots because he's Hector Lombard and I'm just some nobody that they can piss on. So when I showed up to the press conference, I took the 205 belt off the table and slammed it on the ground and said, I see yours in 48 hours. Now I got to go starve myself and run all night and cut weight to be in championship weight so we can fight. Right. And then I beat him up anyway.
So hold on. How many pounds did you lose in 48 hours?
212, I got down to 195, and then they made it a catch weight, and it was like, okay, 195 is cool. He agreed the same. So what's that? 212 to 190, 22 pounds?
Yeah. In 48 hours.
Fuck is that
48 hours. It's definitely possible.
You had to fast.
What did you do?
I mean, no sex, no sex
is
food.
6 weeks out.
That's
6 weeks out. 6 weeks out. So the secret to the sauna, the secret to losing that kind of weight is the body is 75% water. You got to figure if you weigh 200 pounds, what's 75% of 200 pounds? That's a lot of weight for you. Is just water. Now you need to cut about at least 20 or 30% you can cut of that without actually damaging your internal organs. It's like wringing out a towel. You just a big bag of water. If you can get the water out, you can figure out what your true weight is. And that's what mastery comes in because it fucks with your head, psychological, you start to hallucinate a little bit. But if you get it out, if you get the water out of you, you can find your true weight. And you got about 20 or 30 pounds of water to work with that you can get out.
But dehydration.
What did you do? What did you do?
Run with a sauna suit on. So actually, I'll tell you exactly what I did. The morning of weigh-ins, I took a sauna suit and I stuck the hotel dryer in it, in the bottom, and I went to sleep in the bathroom. And I slept like that all night, so I sweated out about 6 pounds. And I woke up in the morning and I went for a jog. I didn't eat nothing, didn't drink nothing. I went for a 6-mile jog. I ran from the hotel to the LA Fitness so I could get in the sauna. Went for a 6-mile jog in the sun. I barely made it. I had to lay down on the concrete. Lay down on the concrete, just dripping water, dripping water, dripping water. I got up, I toughed it out, a little bit dizzy, shook it off, went to the LA Fitness, paid the guy $5. He let me use the sauna. I weighed myself. I had about 7 pounds to go. 15 minutes in, 15 minutes out, 15 minutes in, 15 minutes out for about 3 hours, like microwaving your ass. And then I got on the scale, I was weight. Then the car came and got me, took me back to the hotel. I sat in there like a, then they walked me in there, put them bones on the scale. I'll be looking like, put them bones on the scale, they weigh them motherfucking bones. I walk up out of there, as soon as I start eating and drinking, bloop, 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 bloop.
Everything just came back.
Keep eating and drinking. I got 24 hours to rehydrate. Once I rehydrate, your ass out.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.